Hello everybody and welcome to a new video here today. Today we're going to be taking a look at Gunsmith Simulator. This is a game on Steam that really just opened into a public playtest. So basically they can give you a sneak peek at the game, give you a demo to play through and everything. So basically, as you can see from kind of the footage I'll be showing of my playthrough, as well as, just the name of the game and the whole vibe. Basically, what you do in this game is you're a gunsmith. In your shop here, you disassemble, repair, clean, and upgrade, add attachments to guns, and then reassemble, paint them if necessary, and test them, make sure they're all working, and complete jobs on different contracts that customers want done on their guns, whether that's repairing, cleaning, adding attachments, whatever, what have you. So yeah, that's basically the gun, or the entire idea of the game, I guess, is gunsmithing. As you can see as you can probably tell from the whole actual name, there's a large variety of things you can do. As you can see, there's a lot of cleaning, disassembling, reassembly, repair. As well as once we get into later phases of the game, you'll see this painting and stuff, as well as gun testing at gun ranges and stuff, which is pretty cool. Little features they added in, but they didn't really have to. So as being a playtest, obviously I wasn't expecting an incredibly fleshed out game, and it's at the phase it is right now. Basically what I'd say is, it seems like if you take around look at the shop, it seems like they have the bones of the game fairly well established. They've got anything you kind of need, I guess, for the game. Obviously, I'm not a professional gunsmith, so if there's stuff missing, I'm not necessarily going to recognize that immediately. But they have the gun ranges to test it. They have all the machinery in the shop and everything set up from what I can tell, at least. They've got the shipping, they've got the repair, the testing table, this is where you get all of your jobs and stuff from the PC. Got a large variety of tools, even though you can't really access any of these. They've got the disassembly and reassembly table, the cleaning, the woodworking area that's not technically allowed in the playtest, but it's here for you to look at. Large variety of different cleaning of like rusting and like reoxidizing, making that look better. Antique table, which I'm really actually excited about for the full game, obviously. Whatever the hell this machine is. Again, I'm not a professional gunsmith. Customization table, like adding stuff and like painting it and stuff like that, which is really cool to add a custom flair to whatever gun you're working on. So yeah, it seems like there's good bones in the game. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. It seems like they've got most of it in place. I've seen some complaints about some stuff that they might need to add, but it seems like for the most part they've got the bones of the game kind of set up, from what I can see. What they need to do now is add a much larger variety of guns and different jobs and stuff that you can do. And obviously, I wasn't expecting a bunch because it is just a playtest. It's just a demo. But as of now, they only have 2 guns for you to work out. One, as you can see here, is the Colt M1911. And the other one is an AK-47, is what they call it. But I've seen some complaints that, as far as inaccuracies, as far as the guns go, that's for both the Colt and the AK-47. But I've seen like more on the AK part, that there's some inaccuracies as far as like gun parts labeling, how the parts go together and how you assemble them or disassemble, I guess. Because it seems like the AK-47 is what they call it that you get in the game is an an AKM or whatever, AK-47M. I can't remember the official label of that gun, but they kind of just blanket term it as AK-47, which for most games would be fine. But given the fact that it is a gun simulator and that's supposed to have a fairly high degree of realism, as well as correct labeling and everything, it's something that you kind of wanted to see out of the game is really accurate detailing and labeling of the guns. Obviously, this is a playtest, so it's stuff that can get fixed in the future. But it's something you kind of wanted to, you know, have, I guess, in the game at a playtest because, while it can be fixed and stuff can be added, it's a pretty basic stuff, and these are two very popular, well-known guns, so it almost inspires a thing of like, if they don't get these very accurate or right, are they going to get the lesser-known guns and the more, niche guns correct? Just something to think about. But overall, I think the game has good bones. I think they've got a decent setup here. Basically what I think they need, I don't know why this is another cool part of the game I forgot to show you guys. It's kind of like the camo editing part here. I really like adding different flares and stripes and camo patterns to it. But yeah, that's just something that I've seen people. I don't know if this looks good, by the way, but something I've seen people complain about is there's some minor gripes with gun accuracy, which in most games would be very minor and nitpicky, but in a game where you really need to simulate and be very accurate, it's fairly major. So something to be concerned with, I guess. Obviously, if they enter into early access, they do another beta closer to the actual launch of the game, we'll see how much progress they've made from there. But as of now, in the current state, there's some minor stuff they need to work on with accuracies of both the 1911 and the AK. So yeah. And yeah, that's basically kind of the story of what they need to do with this game as a whole. As I said, I thought they've got good systems in place, they've got good bones, but they need to add a much larger variety of jobs you can do, which I wasn't expecting a bunch in the playtest. But again, you also need a much larger variety of guns, and you need to do them very accurately, and to pick them, and all the assembling and cleaning and disassembling very accurately to how it actually would be done in real life if you want to be, a good simulator. Because if you don't, you're basically just, I don't like that, but you're basically just, if you don't do that, you're basically just making a inaccurate simulator game, which, why would I want to play that? So yeah, it's definitely something to take in the, I'm just playing around with this gun in the background, that's why I'm doing all this random stuff. But yeah, the game as a whole, they need more shooting ranges because they only have the one right now. They need more games to add to that. Obviously not the main feature of the game. I'll just finish it there. Obviously not the, I know it's a pretty ugly gun, but obviously not the main feature of the game being, gunsmithing, but they need to add stuff to the shooting range, just to have some fun with the guns and everything, because who doesn't like just shooting off a bunch of, missed the side, who doesn't like adding, who doesn't like, shooting a bunch of guns. So overall, this is a good wrap up to the, first impressions here, and I'll end up doing another video on this series, I'm sure, later down the road. But yeah, solid bones, good systems in place, it seems like. Cool little game if you're into guns and gunsmithing and all of that, or if you want to be at some point. But basically, what they need to do by the next time it comes into early access or beta or even full launch, if they wait for that, is they need to fix the inaccuracy problems that people have been, testing or found and nitpicked on about their Discord and their playtest feedback. And then they need to add a much larger variety of jobs, different cleaning, repair, adding attachments and stuff jobs. And they add a much larger variety of guns from a much larger, pool of guns, whether that be antiques, which they seem like they have systems in place for, or more commonly known guns, which they seem like they're focusing on right now with the 1911 and the AK and the Winchester. So yeah, solid gun, or solid, not solid gun, but solid game from what it seems like. It just needs to be fleshed out a lot, but got a good core concept as well as good systems in place to have a lot of potential So yeah, if you're a gun nerd like me, you like this stuff and everything, definitely something to be hopeful for later. I'm not sure, as of now they don't have any official release dates or anything, but they already did a playtest and they seem like they got a good portion done. Seems like they just need to flesh it out a lot more and we'll have the game. So yeah, definitely something to keep on your watch list if you're interested in this type of stuff. So yeah, that does it for the video and the first impressions of what I think about the game, and kind of run you through some of the tutorial here, as you can see, just showing you some of this. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below, what you think about the game, any other games or anything you should think I should do reviews or guides or playthroughs through. You want to see. Like and subscribe. The video helps get the video out there and grow the channel. Really helps that out. Turn on notifications so you know when I post a new video, and you get notified when I do. And I'll see you guys in the next video.